The biggest city I've ever been to is New York City.
New York City.
New York City.
New York City.
New York.
Living where I grew up is a small suburban town with nothing to do in it.
Everyone knows everyone in a small city, small town. I mean, I still know, like, people's moms who I grew up with. Like, I don't think you get that in a big city.
I grew up in Boston, which technically is a big city, I would think. But we didn't really grow up in the city center, so we didn't face a lot of the challenges that would probably come with that.
I have not ever lived in an apartment, but I would imagine it would be unfortunate.
I've not lived in an apartment, but I would imagine that it would be very cramped, especially if you had a bunch of people, and that could create some conflict.
Challenges I know of, it's small, cramped space, one bathroom, and there's usually like 4 to 10 people sleeping in apartments. It's pretty bad.
I lived in an apartment for the first 8 years of my life, and it was pretty cramped. I was in very close quarters with my entire family, and our downstairs neighbors were jerks.
Not enough room to breathe.
Mass appeal of a big city. Public transportation is totally why.
I only took cabs because I thought subways were for ghetto people and really low life people. But then someone opened my eyes and they're like, dude, it's actually not that bad. It's actually really clean. So I went down there and I was just like, wow, this is really nice and it's cheap and it's great. So I take subways everywhere. I don't take cabs. Because I don't see why you should spend the extra money to take a cab when you can just take a subway.
I have yet to figure out what the mass appeal of living in big cities is. I guess some people actually like people.
They're basically the cultural centers of wherever they are.
I mean, the biggest appeal for me is Broadway.
You're kind of in the hub of everything.
I do want to get into medical research, and cities tend to have generally the best hospitals.
I don't want to live there my whole life just because it's a big endeavor to take on.
I'm probably not planning to live in a city, just too much.